Hello guys, this is Avery the Force, and today I want to present my new lockdown build. It's a very defensive oriented competitive lockdown build. You can play with this build in basically every game mode, in 5v5, in Pro-Am, in the park. Just a very good build if you want to be an effective perimeter defender. The build has all the badges you need: Hall of Fame pick dodger, Hall of Fame glove, Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, so also a lot of strength on this build, and I really enjoyed playing on this build the last couple of weeks. I'm currently shooting almost or over 80% from the 3-point line. I can equip the TRACY McGrady base, so this build is super fun, and I will show you how to make the build today. It's actually a bit tricky because it's you can say it's a glitched build. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Activate the bell and let's dive right into it. So we're going to make a new build. Here handedness doesn't matter. Let's go right hand and let's go number 2 for Kawhi Leonard. We will choose the position small forward, and this is important actually because we want to max the weight out. 250 pounds, which also means that you can or you get the burly body shape. I'm not sure if you get large, we will see, but you definitely get the burly body shape if you make the workouts. We will max out the wingspan, and let's click on continue. And as I mentioned, you are able, with 87 mid-range shot, you are able to equip the TRACY McGrady base, which is basically for this position and this mid-range or 3-point rating. It's the best base in the game, definitely. And here we will put the 3-point shot to 78. So the TRACY McGrady base is determined, or you get it by upgrading your mid-range shot, and the 78 3-pointer is also pretty high, I think. And we will also put the free throw to 71 to get 3 points on bronze. So that's basically everything we will upgrade on shooting. We will also upgrade our standing dunk. I think it's super important that you have pretty high standing dunk on lockdown builds if you want to cut from the corner. And we will upgrade the driving dunk to 40. This is super cheap here. If you go beyond 40, I think it's very expensive compared to the dunk packages that you can equip. So 40 is very nice. You get, for example, CJ McCollum, which is a very good dunk package. And we will leave the post control for now as a lockdown. And I also watched a couple of other YouTubers, competitive lockdown builds, for example, OFAB, who made a pretty good lockdown build. And I decided to put the pass accuracy to 60. Sorry, 60 is enough, I think, on a lockdown build. Let's leave the interior defense for now. We will upgrade the perimeter defense all the way to 98 to get pick dodger Hall of Fame. And on the way, of course, you get here super nice badges. For example, challenger on Hall of Fame, ankle braces Hall of Fame at 94, and here at 98 the pick dodger Hall of Fame. Steal, 99 steal. We want this 99 steal. It's amazing, honestly. I couldn't believe it. I have a build with 95 steal here, Hall of Fame interceptor, and gold right stick gripper, gold glove. A very defensive oriented power forward build, but it's a huge difference. Hall of Fame glove and Hall of Fame right stick gripper is a very big difference at 99 steal. So this is definitely worth it if you are a lockdown. If your main role is to stop the opposing team's point guard, then I think 99 steal is very useful. Block, let's put this to 79, and basically that's everything you need. At 79 you get combined with the vertical, which we will put to 60, Here you get pogo stick on 79 on bronze and anchor on 77. Yeah, which is, as we all know by now, 77 or bronze anchor is the best budget anchor level in this game, and I wasn't able until now to upgrade it because I don't want to spend VC now on this build. It's just a project. Yeah, I'm currently upgrading it and playing on it, for example, in the rec, etc. But yeah, so this will be very useful if when I'm able to finally max it out. Here the block rating. We will max out our speed also at 84, and we will also max out our strength. No, not max out. At 96 you will get Bulldozer Hall of Fame. We will put it one down because 96 is super expensive, and Bulldozer, to be honest, is not that useful on a build like this. But you get here, in my opinion, the best, by far, the best defensive badge in the game, and it's Immovable Enforcer. It's amazing. It's such a good badge. You get clamps on gold also. So basically for me the decision was either I upgrade my perimeter defense to 99 and get clamps on Hall of Fame, or I upgrade my strength to 95 and get Immovable Enforcer on Hall of Fame. And since a lot of also players that I talked with told me that Immovable Enforcer is the better badge, so I went with 95 strength. Stamina, let's max this out. At 99 you get 94 feet on Hall of Fame and workhorse on Hall of Fame. And now, and this is where it becomes interesting, to be honest. Here you have the possibility now, basically now you have everything you need. You have super nice shooting. The finishing is okay. You don't need more, I think, on a lockdown build. On a shooting guard, yeah, that's a different story, but on a lockdown build, you could upgrade, for example, a little bit more standing dunk if you upgrade it here. But again, to upgrade it to 90 would be expensive. So what I did is that here we get fast twitch and runs, that I upgraded my post control. Yeah, so for example, if we upgrade our pass accuracy here, you can only upgrade it by 12, so there's nothing pretty or no useful badges that you can equip. Let's put it down to that's what I thought. Here, let's put this down to 60 again. So what I did, and combined with this super high mid-range, is that I upgraded my post control to 85. 85 post control gives you silver unpluckable, post fade phenom on Hall of Fame. You get all those nice badges combined with your 95 strength. You get the back down Punisher on gold, Dream Shake, drop stepper, post spin technician on gold. So super nice badges, and you are basically unstoppable. If a point guard wants to guard you, if you cut from the corner, for example, you are basically a super unstoppable weapon for this small player without strength, etc., etc. So that's the build. We click on continue, and let's have a look at the shades of here. I like those actually a lot. Bruce Bowen, many of you might not know him, but he was one of the best perimeter defenders of all time. Super good defensive player, teammate of Tim Duncan, OG Anunoby, and Chris Middleton. So I like those comparisons. And now I will show you also why it's necessary to max out the weight on this build, because here, for example, what most players did, and I saw a lot of competitive lockdowns, pro-am lockdowns, that made this mistake. They went for 246 pounds, and here you get the 95 strength. That's the threshold, yeah? Remember, that's the threshold. You get the 95 strength at 246 pounds if you max out the wingspan. And now, you would have to put down your speed, for example, by 1 in order to get the Pick Dodger Hall of Fame. And here. So that's a verse build, and there's nothing you can do here with this. with this extra acceleration point. Because at 73 you get fast feet on silver. So just max out the weight and leave the strength at 95. That's what I would recommend. So now I will also show you a couple of clips. Yeah, and I played about 25 to 30 games in the rack on that build, and I want to show you the stats first, because I think that they perfectly show what you can do with this build, and especially with the right jump shot. As you can see here, over 80% from 3, over 4 steals per game. Of course, since I haven't upgraded the block yet, no blocks per game, but over 20 points, almost 22 points per game. So yeah, pretty good stats actually. And let's have a look at shooting first. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I really like the versatility when it comes to the shooting, especially the ability to work in the mid-range. So I'm taking a lot of mid-range shots, moving mid-range shots, especially on the fast break with 87 mid-range, gold, midi magician, Kobe, fade. You are able to really make your shots consistently. If you know the animations, if you know how to time them, it's super easy. 87 is crazy high. And here, of course, also on takeover, those moving shots from the corner, for example. I really like those spin shots. I also like them on my center builds, but also on this build, I think they're super overpowered. And of course, if you want to shoot from the corner, especially if you have your hot zones there, or the lethal zones even, I think it's so easy. If you are a center, for example, and you are, or you think that you are struggling to shoot, and you have like 50-60% 3-point percentage, yeah, I can definitely tell you that it's much easier on smaller builds to shoot from the 3-point line, and it's much easier, of course, also because of the animations. Yeah, you get so nice animations on smaller builds. In this case, if you upgrade the mid-range to 87, the T-Mac base, but of course also, or today actually, it was the start of season 5, and you also have the possibility to equip Devin Booker baits, which is also very nice. Of course, what makes this build special and is different from basically all the other lockdown builds that you see in the game is the post game that I have. As you can see here, Bulldozer and Post Spin Technician, a super nice combination. 85 Post Control is of course also very nice because you get unpluckable on silver. And yeah, I think that a lot of players, especially in the rec, they get baited into or they want to steal the ball from you if you enter the post. So this is very helpful. But of course also you have the ability to pass after the post spin, for example. As you can see here, 28 or 25 pass accuracy. But if my teammate's wide open and I have the ability to create space by using the post spins, then of course it's easy money. Here, the post fade after the cut from the corner, also really nice, because usually you're guarded by either the point guard or the shooting guard. So they have low interior defense, they are not strong. With your 95 strength, you can back them down. And also, if you know how to time those post hop shots, as you can see here, my whole team is flopping, then you are really a threat from the mid-range and from the post position. As you can see here, both guys guarding me. I wait for the right time when they try to get the plug steal, and then I take the post fade. So really nice, really useful, of course, also. And as we saw when I made the build, it's super cheap. It's very cheap to upgrade the post control. Now, of course, since this is a lockdown build, we have to look at the defense. Of course, now I have no block on this build, and I'm very curious to see the build perform when I upgrade the block.
but 99 steel is so crazy. I have builds, of course, with high steel rating, but 99 steel is on a different level, honestly. Like the Glove Hall of Fame and Right Stick Ripper Hall of Fame is so overpowered, and with the strength you are also able, of course, to stop those cuts perfectly. Here, always be in the lanes and get the plug steals. So this is very useful, and yeah, it's a meta lockdown build with the twist that you have post game. Basically, that's what it is. As you can see here, also those mid-range shots against two defenders on the fast break, of course, in the lanes with Hall of Fame Interceptor. Which I think, to be honest, the Hall of Fame Interceptor is a bit inconsistent. In my opinion, it's the most inconsistent badge of the game. Sometimes it's working perfectly and sometimes it's not working at all. So you can see here, Immovable Enforcer on gold in this case, but now I have it on Hall of Fame. Yeah, so I grinded the build in the rack basically, and yeah, had a great time while doing that. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It really helps my channel grow, and if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And see you next time. Bye guys. May the force be with you.